Soldiers, 4 of us, the Quaternion, the flies buzzing, the stench of old death, and the sweat, finger wide, smeared with an insouciance across ravaged faces. Above, the creak of wood, the masts of a ship in a high wind, rhythmical rocking, and the dull groaning, these timeless wrecks of men. A good time for us, this waiting and watching, fear in the eyes and the ghoulish grins of the chancers, and those black crows, robes billowing as the wind whips their tinkling bells, all self-esteeming, frozen-faced smug self-satisfaction. A good time to be a soldier, to smell the loathing, to feel the fear, to know ourselves the masters. And so to matters of importance, the dividing of the spoils. A belt, a thin, raggedy thing, only fit to halter a dog. An undergarment stained with old brown sweat, at least that could be washed, though not my idea of plunder. The turban, more like it, that'd fetch a pretty price at market. The sandals, hardly down at heel at all, as though he'd walked lightly through this world. They'd be my choice, but the die will decide. An S for Sergius. He'll choose the sandals. I know he will. A P. Paulinus. Lucky, lazy lagabout. The turban, of course. Who'll get the tunic then? You wouldn't want that belt, I tell you. A Q. Quintus. Just my luck. He takes the tunic. Don't bother with the die, lads. I'll take the belt. But no, we must have our fun, mustn't we? The R. Rubbish old Remus. He gets the belt. I get the belt. Perhaps I'll find a mangy old care and wrap it around his neck just for the fun of it. A noise behind us. One of them is speaking Aramaic. I hate it. Can't understand a word these slaves are saying. He turns to look at one of the others. He is saying something. Nothing, probably. Could be anything at all. It seems to ease the other's pain. The third one tries to spit. It dribbles down his filthy chin. So I tease his toes with my gladius. Serve you right, you filthy wretch. The die is lifted one more time. The big prize. The nights are cold here. A second cloak would be just so good. But with my luck, it rolls, hits a rock, teeters on S, falls sideways and stumbles over P, and comes to rest on Q, as if it would be R. And then the terrible shaking of the earth. Quintus is bleeding from a cut to the head. Oh, shame about that. A hollow appears where none was before, and resting at the heart of the hollow, the die. Oh, my lucky day. I'll take that. My cloak after all. Thanks, mates. You won't be needing it anymore. What's that you say? Finished? You could say that.